Look at this bad boy. I got three, count them, three of these shirts. This one is a triple XL. That's right. I got an extra large, large, and a triple XL. This is the nightgown. That's my nickname for it. We're gonna wear it today. Well, the music is insanely loud, or it was. I just went to the front desk and asked the guy to turn it down, and this is the first guy who's actually been receptive to the idea of turning down or off the music, because he agreed with me. Terrible choice of songs, and it was so loud. I was literally having to shout just to talk. I really couldn't hear anything talking to my friends. Gosh. Well, yeah, so shoulder day, we're wearing the nightgown, and I always tuck it in on the sides. You might notice, because with the wheelchair, I'm always kind of paranoid about the shirt kind of overflowing onto the wheels, because that's happened before with some really nice shirts of mine, which is why I don't like to buy nice clothes, because they always get ruined by the chair, and it'll flow over. It flows over because the side panel, I have it really low. The reason I have the side panel so low is for bodybuilding, because I don't want it to obstruct the views of my amazing body. But the consequence of that is, the wheel is actually higher than the side panel. So if I have bigger shirts or shirts that kind of flap out, they'll touch the wheel and turn dark black, like skid marks, and then it's ruined because it hardly washes off. Anyway, shoulder day, starting out with lateral raise, but also lateral raise 30 pounds. I did 40 pounds on Monday, and I usually do 35, but today, because it's shoulder day and I'm starting off with this workout, I'm going to focus on getting maybe 5 sets of this, and higher reps, a little bit more focus and concentration on the form, because now that I'm not really training for bodybuilding, I'm still going to try to keep a decent diet and maybe even cut just a little bit to get myself to a body that I'm happy with. But aside from slightly cutting some body fat, I'm mostly in maintenance, so I'm not trying to drop down to 0% body fat, which means I will have a greater chance of building muscle, which means I can do a little bit more strength training, or a little bit more volume for hypertrophy, whereas when I was cutting, it was really just maintain muscle mass, try to avoid losing muscle mass, and there was no real idea of hypertrophy, aka muscle growth, because when you're cutting as hard as I was, losing about a pound a week, well, in my first round of dieting. In my second round, I was on and off, but yeah, I'm not really looking to lose about a pound a week. I'm looking to lose about maybe 1/5 of a pound, and that would be, more sustainable. And for the next couple weeks, I got about 5 weeks until I go to Taiwan, so still got to learn some Chinese. I got a bunch of people who reached out to me on Instagram about helping me out with learning some Chinese and stuff, so I need to respond. I got a buddy in Taiwan who I need to respond to. I've been so bad, so if any of you are watching this, I apologize. I'm still adjusting to getting back home, and I have this high level of friction when it comes to being on social media and responding, because I don't enjoy being on it. Anyway, it's been long enough. Let's work out. I found out that my settings on the audio thing here was set for stereo mode instead of phone mode, which is why I think yesterday my audio was so quiet. I don't know. I don't think I get it quite yet. I have to do some testing. I think I'm gonna come here with my brother soon, because I want to do some testing for Taiwan. That way him and I can get a good kind of audio thing figured out, so that way when we're in Taiwan and it'll be noisy in the night markets and stuff. That way we kind of know what we can expect to hear from the audio. So I want to try it with this setup. I want to try it with that extra microphone that I bought and figure out, where to clip the lapel mic or lavalier. Anyway, one of the reasons earlier today, or earlier in the video, that I showed the clip of me drinking that pre-workout is because it was disgusting. The last thing that I want to do in the morning before a workout is drink Jolly Ranchers, and not only that, but drink a lot of it. That's like 16 ounces. Dude, I don't want to pee when I work out. I don't want to have to go pee, but I'm going to after this workout because, I just drank 16 ounces of fluid. And also it tasted exactly like cherry Jolly Ranchers. Melted down and dissolved in water, but not diluted, just only dissolved. And it was disgusting. The last thing I want to drink in the morning is that. It's, I think we're doing too much with flavors. I had this protein powder sample pack from the Olympia. I had two. One was like a Boston cream donut flavor, and it did kind of taste like that. And then another one was blue marshmallow fluff something. And I think we're doing too much, guys, because we don't always need our protein shakes to taste like any of a variety of, snack aisle things. I don't need, frosted animal cookie. I don't need Boston cream donut. I don't need everything bagels scooped out, bacon, egg, and cheese, lox cream cheese, respect the schmear, pre-workout, protein powder. I don't want that. I don't want Nova Lox. We're doing too much, guys. We're doing too much. Way too much. Keep it simple. Keep it good. The first thing that I want to drink in the morning if it's pre-workout is maybe like a fruit flavor. But leave it at that. And even then, all these fruit flavors, they don't even taste that different. They all kind of had the same taste to them. And the bubbliness, too. The carbonation is not enjoyable because it makes you burp. It kind of bloats you. So as far as pre-workout goes, they are missing. No one's on base. Third guy up at bat or something, 2 strikes. And this guy's got, 1 strike left. I don't know baseball, but you know what I mean. We're nowhere. We're getting nowhere. And I think we can do a lot better. There might be better, too. I just could be unaware of it because I only do the free stuff. And that's the truth is I only do free stuff. So I don't really get to be picky. I interrupt this workout for a great idea. Somebody take it from me, okay? I'm looking at this TV right here, and it's upsetting me because I hate TV. Like I truly do hate cable television or just a TV in general. Anyway, there's a TV in the gym, and I'm seeing these stupid ads. TV is like 80% ads, okay? And I'm seeing ads for Arby's, some random lawyer, some sports stuff, whatever. Listen, ads run the economy. They own it. If ads stop, the economy stops. Screeching halt, no bars hold. It's parking brake level, flip the car over, head over tail. Ads run the economy. We're here in the gym. These ads that are playing, this is free advertising. Free advertising by the gym to its people. Forget that. Vasa or whoever, I'm here at Vasa. Cancel your membership for the TV. Cancel it. Offer to display ads paid for and specifically for the gym. Pretty good idea, right? So TV, have full control over your own TV. That's what I'm saying. the gym, if the gym takes full control over the TV and offers ad time during certain times of the day for the TVs, boom. Now you're making money. Probably a lot of money. You're going to get people like Optimum Nutrition, or maybe even Gold's Gym will pay you to put a Gold's Gym ad on the TV at 5 p.m. when it's the busiest. Who cares? At your discretion. You can actually have people pay you to display ads of your own discretion, and in between the ads, just have it blank. Or then turn on the cable, right? Turn on the cable during the actual televised whatever it is, like if it's a sports game, and then during the ads, put on your own ads. You know, flip the station, so to speak, to your own station for ads that other companies are paying you to display in the gym, because this is a very specific demographic. And you can even, I don't know how ethical or allowed this is, but you can even sell or allow people to see, or even something with the data, because the gyms have complete data of who is in their gym at what time, you know, over the weeks during the days. So you can tell, and because I kind of worked in ad tech, you can work with, let's say, Celsius, and Celsius says, we want you to display our ads, you know, 30-second ad during the hour or during the top 5 hours where there are the most, you know, 20 to 30-year-olds. Let them choose the demographic that they want to display to. They don't get access to the user data, so you keep that walled garden of your gym demographic, your gym data, your, I don't know, call it like user data or something. Yeah, wow. Do it. Someone do this. Someone please do this. I don't really know how exactly to do this or set it up, but I think there's a lot of great potential. Because also, I would love to see ads that are a little bit better for the gym compared to Arby's, you know? So we're gonna try something new that I talked about recently-ish, is kind of like front angled, chest down on the bench, rear delt, or rear dumbbell raise, pull back things. The issue is that this bench is not really good for that because the bottom seat moves with the top bench part. Where for me, even if I have the bench, you know, when I have the bench lower, that means the seat's going to go out, and it's going to be at, I think, much less than a 90-degree angle. And what that means is when my body weight pushes me down, and I'm supported on the seat, you're right, because I'm at an angle which pushes. Sorry, this music is terrible. So you know, when I'm on the seat, because I'm not flat, gravity is pushing me down into where I guess called this the butt cushion seat part, and because it's going to be also at an angle, it's going to slide my butt way out. And then when I have weight in my hands and I'm pulling back, it's going to add weight pushing down, which is going to push me out. A way better bench would be one that has the seat move independently. That way I can knock it all the way up. So let's see how I can figure this out, because I also need to be able to reach the dumbbells on the ground, which means it can't be too high up. But it needs to be high up enough that I'm not just flat at a flat angle. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think it's going to work. We're going to try. I got the belt with me, so I could attach my hips to the seat, and that might help, but I'm not confident. That still is looking a little bit too high to reach, but actually I might be able to grab the dumbbells like that, because I will be doing lightweight. Oh, and I have like crazy heartburn, which I think is stomach acid reflux. I don't know why they call it heartburn. It has nothing to do with my heart. But I ate some cheese last night. I was working pretty late, and I got some like blue cheese, which I actually like. And I'm feeling it now though. I didn't even eat that much, but it's just, I think, eating it and all. Let's try this. Number 3. Looks like a 35-degree angle. Maybe 25 or 15. Less than 45, I think. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Give it 30 pounds. The gym is super empty today. I did wake up really early and I got here really early, so it might be part of it, but it still feels very, very empty. Try this. Trying to get some good music going. It's always a hard thing to do. On the bench. Let's try it. Okay, it's pretty low. It's good. Actually, this might be perfect. I'm gonna put the mic somewhere else. And we're gonna give it a go. Alright, so that's actually not bad. And I'm gonna do this more. I like it. The only thing is, for anyone else wanting to do this, you have to be okay with looking a little stupid maybe. You know, I'm sure my butt looks weird. Sticking out, farting. But it is what it is. We're in the gym, and you know, I think one thing that might hold a lot of people in wheelchairs back is being self-conscious, or even people who are overweight. But you know, when you come into the gym, those who are the most uncomfortable with the way they look or whatever are similarly the ones who get the most respect. So, you know, like if you're really overweight and you come to the gym, a lot of people are going to give you a lot of respect because they can, you know, they can empathize and they can see that you're trying to change, trying to improve yourself. And same with the wheelchair too. Everyone is so inspired by me and everything I do. And there's a tow truck outside. I hope it's not for me. It's definitely not for me. Wait a minute, that's not a tow truck. What is that? It's a TV. Is that a TV truck? That's a weird vehicle. Sorry, totally got distracted. But anyway, yeah. You know, I think when people are in wheelchairs or something and they don't feel comfortable going out in public. But, you know, this is the time, this is the place to do it. Here's my gym wifey. Does she see me? There she is.